Yeah. I love that intro music. I don't know who did that theme music, but that intro music is fantastic. Nice beat. Well, all right. Good evening, y'all. Welcome to After Dark with Shawn Cornelius. I'm your host, the romantic funny man, Shawn Cornelius, and I got a great show for you tonight. As always, sitting down with a very talented brother. And when I say brother, I literally mean my brother. Known this man over 30 years and we've had a friendship, brotherhood for that long, and I'm very happy to have him here, not as a brother, but as an artist, as an author. But I'll get into that with you soon. But you guys know what to do. You know how to do when we do what we do in the beginning. Share this. Share this right away. I need you to share this to your pages. You can share it to a group, whatever you do, but it's time to share so we can get more people to see what's going on with this episode of After Dark with Shawn Cornelius. All right. What's up, producer Smoke? Good evening. And production manager Denise. Hey, D-Ro, you back again. Good to see you tonight as well. And I'm glad you guys are here. I'm wearing my Shaw University. I'm representing tonight because my brother is from the illustrious. You see, I used a big word. I'm just showing off. I'm just showing off. Illustrious Shaw University in Raleigh, North Carolina, and it's great to be able to sit down with him. So you know how it is. It's 2 minutes after the intro of the show, so it's time to get our guests in here and communicate. I like the fact that I can now call this man an author. He's an author outside of being a good friend and a brother to me. And he's got two bestseller books that we're going to have him talk about. He's also designing some other things that he's going to talk about. And then we're going to get him on the love seat as we do all our guests in the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show, author now, Larry Brown. I'm sorry, Larry C. Brown.
There you go. Better known as LaRome in school, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cool, man. Thank you for being here, man. It's great to have you here.
Hey, it's good to be here, Sean. I really appreciate you having me on. It means a lot to me to be able to come out and talk about the different things that God has blessed me with, and being able to do to help other people right now. And a big part of my success come from you. You know that, right?
I was trying to play that down a little bit, man. We do, but I do appreciate it, because, and we'll tell them that story as we go. But you're doing great. I'm proud of you. This is about you and your accomplishments in the time that you have, and plus your testimony that you have, and you've been doing wonderful with that. So it's cool to really see, to go back to Shaw U days when we run around on campus with nothing, no kind of ideas of being on whatever level, and now to see the greatness that we've been able to achieve. So we met at Shaw University.
Yep.
And Larry, actually, we met because he was a bodyguard to the group, the Untouchables, which was a singing group that me and some of the fellas formed on the yard. And Larry was big, really big. He was bigger than all of us. And so at first, we got him in there with the group as our bodyguard. Somehow, some way, he found his way or slid his way into performing on the stage with us. And so he's been a member of the Untouchables since the inception. And he's such a cool guy. And he really takes that bodyguard thing to where it's supposed to be, because just up until January of this year, when I had the premiere for the movie, Whatever It Takes, the movie When Blood Runs Cold, Larry came, and he was my bodyguard all weekend long. I couldn't go nowhere without Larry protected. And I'm like, Larry, you in New York, man. I'm good. He was like, no, I got you. And he was doing his thing. And we laugh about it, but he's a very dedicated brother. He's a friend. He's somebody that exemplifies the word friend. And a good guy, and looks out for good look. If he's going to look out for you, he's going to look out for you. So tonight we put him on as a star because he's doing things. Hey man, talk to him about the Shaw U days really quickly. You know what I'm saying? How did you end up at Shaw?
Hey, that was I ended up at Shaw because my sister went to Shaw, and I came there. And I'll be honest with you, I came there and I saw the pool out in the middle with all the lights and everything, and I thought like, wow, I want to come here. And then when I get there, guess what? The pool was shut down. I was like, man. So I was really looking forward to them always getting that pool back up. And then about a year later, they finally got it back up and everything. But Shaw was, like I said, embedded into our family and around the city of Pantego, little town Pantego where I was at. And so I went out there, to enjoy myself, and start life over, as an adult. But I have to say that I am very, very, glad and proud that I, met you guys and got into the group called, the Untouchables, because that really, really helped me to overcome some of the things that, that I had about myself, but, being a little, low self-esteem to the fact of me not knowing a lot of people and people not really taking to me. So, when you guys, made me feel like a real brother, that just helped me out, to get through the times that I was there. So
Yeah, and it was cool because we all thought we was, going in. We're freshmen. We had a little bit of cockiness, I guess, to us. And then finally, after the Untouchables, we performed, and everybody recognized that we weren't just, trying to be more than who we were. We were just trying to have fun and sing and enjoy as
yeah,
freshmen. Then we really did need a bodyguard. No, we didn't. We acted like we needed a bodyguard because going into college, I don't need nobody watching over me. But then we played and took it, and it was fun. And to this
yeah,
day, we have the friendships that we had back then, and it was really cool, man. I got to tell you, when I after I look as I look back at that day on the 20th or the 19th of January in the movie, and you was just well, it felt good, man, because one, I could share that with my brother, someone
yeah.
who saw me before there was all of the hoopla and all these success things. Now let's get to your deal. What were you at Shaw for? What did you major in?
Well, I actually I majored in mathematics. I love math and science and things like that. But unfortunately, I had a little tragedy within my family, so I had to leave. Shaw. But God still kept His eyes and hands on me, and I went through a lot of different things, and like I said, 5 years back, dealing with homecoming and stuff like that. I had a lot of ups and downs, but just talking to you and everybody coming back together and everything, this helped me to open up myself and knowing that I wanted to, I had a lot of different stories inside of me, and I was like, I was trying to figure out how to get them out, and then like sit down and talk with you, and you introduced me to Tammy Woodard, and then Tammy introduced me to Cheryl Polite,
Yeah, yeah.
and it just took off from there, and it's all been great. The first book was Soulful Prayers, just the volume 1. Um, I wrote a strong prayer in that book, and everybody loved it. And then the second one was Soulful Prayer Volume 2, and and Soulful Prayer Volume 2 came out right before all this trauma that we were going through dealing with our president, and our prayer was living a lie, telling the truth about the world we live in. I
Hmm.
mean, I mean, that's like wow, you live in you're trying to live, for Jesus and try to build your life up like that, but you have to live the lie in order to satisfy this world so that you can be around. Because it's like, you know, if you don't have a lot, sometimes the people are going to really try to shut you out. But you got to believe and have the faith and trust in Jesus, and go on from there in order to live. So, like I said, I had to tell the truth about what was really happening and all the the hate and stuff going on around. But I had to live that lie in order to stay present in this world.
Yeah. Now, I just want to say something really quick. Did this
Mhm.
man just jump ahead of my questions and start answering questions that I didn't even ask yet? See, that's why when you with your boys or your friends, they're too comfortable. They're really comfortable. I didn't ask him nothing about I ain't asked him nothing about those books yet. And he done jumped ahead of the interview and started talking about the friends. No, it's all good, man. It's all wonderful. Make my job easier. So,
Uh,
but the thing that Larry was talking about, spending time at Shaw, it's a family, and he talked about homecoming. Like when you graduate or you leave school, you try to get back there periodically, and everybody basically knows what homecoming is. But if you don't, it's when you go back once a year and you gather. Everyone gathers from all of the graduating classes, or
yeah,
even if you didn't graduate, you go back and see your classmates, your friends, and all that, and you hang out. So like he said, about 5 years ago, we all were able to be back at Shaw, all of the
yeah,
Untouchables. There's like
yeah,
7 of us or 8 of
yeah.
us. So, and let me give them a shout out before it, because if they see this and we don't give them a shout out, then they're gonna
That's
start
right.
acting crazy. So it's me, it's Russell, it's Quentin, there's Willie, there's Sebastian, there's Rocky, there's Larry, and there's Sandy. We had one female in the group that caused a whole lot of problems, but no, she's cool. And it's Sandy Brown.
That
So
ain't gonna get you.
yeah, it's all good. Love her to death. We were able to get back to homecoming, except Sandy, all the fellas, and we had a wonderful reunion. And this was the first time I'd ever been booked to perform at Shaw. It was their 150th year anniversary, and
Yeah,
everybody came back because of that. And we were able to fellowship and have a great time. And it's crazy because there are pictures, or there's an actual Untouchables page on Facebook. You can go check out I was going to do an Untouchables documentary, but some people just don't pay attention and listen and give me the materials when I need to have the materials. I'm not talking about Larry, but let me throw the close up really quick. That he was one of them, But
I was trying.
we're trying to get that together. We're still going to do something with that, but we did. And you mentioned homecoming because one year or the year I was staying with Larry, and
Mhm.
he invited me to stay at his home during homecoming weekend, and we just talked.
Yeah,
We fellowship, we talked, and that's why I'm so glad that you could come on because of we all need our spiritual food daily. I
yes.
don't I don't I don't care who you follow. I don't care what you follow, but
Mhm.
there is a bigger there's a bigger something.
Yeah, it is.
Larry, do me a favor. Turn
Yeah.
your volume down just a little for me,
Okay.
um, because I hear myself. I don't need to hear me.
How about that?
If you can hear me, can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, it's minor. If you have headphones, if you might want to plug them in at some point, but I don't hear it as much, so that's cool. So we had this talk, we had this conversation. You talked to me. You said, "Hey, man, I want to write. I want to write a book." I'm like, "Cool," because he knows that I wrote my book, Expressions of Love and Romance. So we sat down. We had a really open conversation. And what did I say, man? I said, "What did I say? Do it. Write it."
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And I was like, but how? That's like how? Where do I go? Where do I start? I'm like, okay, if I write, I mean, how do I get it out there for somebody to see it? I don't know nobody to produce the book and all that. And that's when told me who to call. So and from there.
Yes, and the two young ladies that I mentioned they are Shaw University alumnus, Cheryl Polite Williams. Listen, this lady has been doing her thing, and she does it for everybody. And
Yeah,
Tammy Woodard, and that's who Larry connected with, and jumped into every book she's put out. Basically, is a bestseller.
yeah,
She's doing her thing. She's worked with Jasmine Guy on
yeah,
short show. She's got a conglomerate. Her and her husband Russ love them to death. Their family out there in Texas,
yeah.
and Larry spoke with Tammy Woodard from Shaw and Cheryl. And the next thing I know, he's in this book.
That's
He's
right.
flying out to Texas, having a book launching and signing, and number one bestseller. I'm like,
That's right.
they're not just one,
Two.
two. Now, you've always had a foundation with spirituality and God,
Yes.
but you have a testimony which brought you closer in your faith, if you like to share it. You don't have to, but
With, but it's it's a lot, Sean. I mean, you know, with me, having a close call with death, dealing with cancer, and having cancer, being by myself, put it like this here. I found out I had cancer also at the same time going through a divorce, and the divorce situation was being like really, fought and taught, hard on me. And, and I had to pray about it, and pretty much, that was what my first prayer was about, dealing with the divorce and, and pain, because my doctor came out and told me, he said, you got a choice. You can either fight this divorce or live. So I said, okay, you know what I want to do. So I said, hey, I let everything that I had, the house and all that go, and I started going more to the gym and fighting. And my doctor said, hey, now your treatment is working, and that's all. And then thank God brought me through, because that's all I had to do was go through the not the chemo, but the radiation treatment. And that was, and I thank God for that. That's the only thing I didn't have to go back and get surgery and all of that. It's just that when my doctor told me that, and I kept my body strength up and energy up, it just took me through. But knowing, that you got cancer and you by yourself, but let's remember you're not alone, because
right.
this is always with you. And that's what I had to really grasp hold to, because I knew that he was with me, but it's like deep down inside of me, I didn't want to believe that to a certain degree. You know how sometimes some people say you have faith for everybody else, but you don't have faith for yourself.
Right, right,
I
right.
had I had to grab hold, because that's what I've done all of my life, is always put everybody else first before me, and then I came second, or it didn't really matter about what was happening with me, my feelings, my thoughts, or being happy and all that. I was trying to be happy through other people, and that's not the way life is. You got to be happy through yourself and for yourself, because that's the only way you're gonna survive today.
You know what? It's like I'm a proud little brother because this dude, like when we first met, I can see the transformation. I can see, the spirituality. I can see the foundation, and I'm listening to you talk, man. And again, I'm very proud of you. We all go through things in life, and hopefully those things don't take us down. And if they don't take us down, you know the old
Yeah,
saying, "What don't kill you makes you stronger and
that's
makes
right.
you wiser with
That's right.
knowledge." And I see
Hmm.
that in you, man. And that's why I said I'm so happy for you, because from that night sitting in your living room talking to you. Here we are several years later. You are two books in the wind. You also have something else that you're doing special connected to the books. And I want you to
Yeah.
tell the people about that.
Okay. Yeah. Also, like I said, I do have out on my page, I have a lot of spiritual messages that I write, to uplift people and everything. But I also have started creating posters that I do different pictures in. I'm gonna try to show them up here as I'm talking here. Different
Yeah,
little
that's good.
posters, that I create, for people, uh, just to have a spiritual word on their life is, and I do make personal ones too, like this one I made of my sister, you know, um, and a virtual woman. But it's like God put it in me to be able to say spiritual things, and none of the things that I do are the same. um got a one about a wonderful mother, and everything that I write, it's like if you give me a name, give me a word, or give me something that you want that a spiritual setting to, it's like God gives me the ability to just write. So anything that you get from me, it's not going to be like anything you ever seen before, and it ain't going to be like something that somebody else going to be able to go to the store and buy, or somebody go and try to create it again. Because what's mine, what's written for me, you will see it, and you'll know that my notes are within. I write from within the heart, and I believe that with what God translate from within me can nobody else do.
Yeah, yeah. So it's coming. It's coming. I get it. I get it because I have a close relationship with God as well. And when I can feel when He sends me a song, when He
Yeah,
sends me some writings for a script or a film, when I get inspiration to do certain things. My producer, Tyreek Smoke, is another brother who's very close with his connection and our relationship with God. And when you have that relationship, it's like me and you sitting here talking. You hear Him very clearly.
yeah,
You're hearing very clearly. So your inspirations from Him, He tells you what to put for these people. I get it. I totally
no,
get it. I didn't get mine yet, but I know it's probably in the mail. And I know with COVID and everything going on, it's probably slow. But I'll get it when I get it. I'll show it on the show and everything. But I just know that I
look,
wasn't trying to. I wasn't trying to pitch for one, Larry. I was just saying. I'm just saying.
hey, good and well that is in the making. I have already look. I've already created one for the group. I just hadn't said anything yet, but
Yeah.
it's coming. We are putting it together for the pictures and the colors. So, but
Well,
yeah.
we'll just act like you didn't say it. That's all. We'll act like you didn't give it away just now. So I didn't feel like I didn't want to press you or anything. But it's a beautiful thing, man. Nah, because again, if anybody out there has a 30-year friendship or friendship with someone for a long period of time,
Yeah,
and so you've seen each other grow, you've seen each other do things, and what made my heart feel so good was that my very first feature film premiered here in New York. Two of my brothers came, and my other brothers couldn't make it. I understand, but you came. You was
yeah,
here. You drove. You and Lady
that's
drove
right.
from North Carolina just to be here for me. And Willie came, and that's again, you can't replace anything. I'm
Right.
supposed to be taking care of you. You come to see it, but you're taking care of me on the subway. I wasn't for the first time. I wasn't scared riding the subway here in New York City because Larry was there with me, and I no, I'm never scared. But I'm saying I just knew my right behind me was this big old country buck dude, and Larry never lifted weights. That's why he was a bodyguard because when he came to school, this dude was country cock strong naturally. So that's why we put him in the group first of all because we was afraid of him. To be honest with you, we were scared of him, so we had to put him down. But no,
Well,
I'm
let me
just,
tell
I'm
you.
just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm so kidding. Um, but it's awesome. It's awesome, man, to see you again blossom. And you talked about the book. There's another one coming soon, correct? Talk about that really quickly.
Yeah, the third book is Sold Out, Volume Two, and that's actually it's a true story about my life. That's in that. This was just it's a whole chapter about me. And like I said, one thing I didn't mention to you guys is the fact that in my journey of my writing, I also realized that I'm dyslexic, and being dyslexic and being able to create and write the way that I do, it's a miracle because you when you're dyslexic, you see things backwards, and you also your mind goes so much farther ahead of what you're really writing. So you really have to take your time in what you're doing. But when God put it in you, and when God put it in you, no matter what situation you have, it's all going to come out great. And everybody's been loving everything that has been transpired from me, and I thank God for it because if it weren't from Him, I wouldn't have nothing. I wouldn't be doing anything.
Right, man. That's why I said I'm so proud of you. I want to say hello to Allison Williams. Hey, Allison, Happy New Year to you. One of my favorite women of all time. She's watching the show, and all of you that are tuning in. And again, I have to continue. And this is not kissing up or anything. This is real conversation. To sit here and listen to this man talk, and he just told you before when he went to Shaw, low self-esteem, didn't think
Yeah,
highly of himself. You know what I mean? And didn't have it together. So he was had to find something to give him some
yeah,
kind of pride and some kind of and here it is now. He's sitting in this living room with the best-selling author, doing all these great things. Again, I'm sitting here like, wow. like the little brother that I got to follow my big brother and do some more greatness. So again, I applaud you, and I'll say it more. Continue blessings to you, man, in your journey, because you
Thank you.
are an inspiration with your testimonies. I know your story. You just told the people your story, and it's just a great thing to be able to be here tonight and have this conversation with you. Now, the second half of the show. You
Yeah,
did all that great talking now about this first half. In the second half of the show, I put you on the romantic funny man's love seat. You feel me?
I
And
got
I'm not gonna be light on you because we bros. Okay? I'm not gonna take it easy on you. I'm gonna put you on the love seat in a few minutes, and we're gonna find out all this other conversation because Larry now, okay, you talk with confidence, but let's see how this goes. But before we get to that, um, before we get into that one, excuse me, do you have any other goals with your writings that you'd like to, like your long, let me say a short term goal and a long term goal now that you've been involved with this writing stuff?
Well, to be honest with you, my plans are. I mean, what I have, transpired right now is I'm actually starting to make uh, cards, like holiday greeting cards and Valentine's Day cards and stuff with a spiritual writing and stuff on. That's the other things that I'm creating to hopefully to get them out there into different stores that people can actually pick up like that. But first, I'm gonna, put them out there on my page and have it going that way for me, so that people can get the first edition. Because like right now, the ones that I'm selling right now, I'm signing them. So if you get your edition right now, you're getting a signed copy. So when in the future, it's gonna be like you're just getting something out of the stores, and it ain't gonna be personalized. So right now, you can get them personalized, a signed copy of the book and my posters that I'm making and the cards that I'm gonna be coming out with next month.
Okay. All right, cool. We're definitely we're gonna look for that. And anytime you got something coming, man, you just let me know. And I would have had my book, but it's in my on my bookshelf somewhere. So I was like, oh, I should have got the book to show them, but it's
But
all good. Uh,
well, this is one of the books right here. This is the
yes,
first volume.
that's the first one. Yes.
So yeah, so probably then you got volume two. I'm actually sold out of the volume 2 volume right now. I got some more on order, but like I said, whenever people want to order one, all they got to do is go to my page to www.larrycbrown.com and order the books, order posters.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna make sure I put that back up. I put that back up there, your website information, so people can jump. They can jump on it, and it's coming up right about now. Uh, LarryCBrown.com, and make sure that you go and support because it's awesome, man. Again, it's very inspirational.
Yeah.
And like the young lady just said, Carla, she said, "Bless you for all your things, man. It's inspirational." So continue the great work, my brother. But
I will.
now we gonna take a short break. We gonna come back. Get yourself together if you got to take a sip of water or whatever, because it's gonna get a little warm on the hot seat. I call it the love seat, but some people it gets hot for them. So you're gonna stick around, right?
Yeah.
All right, you're not gonna phase out on me now.
Nah, I'm not gonna pay that.
Okay, so we're gonna be back. We're gonna be back in about 30. We want to say what's up to Thomas Bell and Tilda Allen. These are also Shaw University folks that are popping in, supporting Shaw U. I'm gonna put that up there again. Yeah, because the shirt is clean, so I want to wear it and everything. So we're gonna be back. We're gonna be back with my brother, author Larry C. Brown, on After Dark with Shawn Cornelius. Stay right where you are. All right, all right. There we go. A little bit of it for you for 30 seconds. All right, Larry,
Wow.
you're still here, man, which is a good deal.
Wow.
So here we go. You're now on the Romantic Funny Man's love seat. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. It's too late now. You can't go nowhere. I know God is with you all the time, so maybe He'll whisper a few of these answers in your ear. So, first one, what is your definition of love, and why is it important to you?
My definition of love is when you giving out love to someone and they giving it back to you the same way that you're giving it out. That's you caring about somebody. It's important because if a person really love you and really care for you, no matter what happens, you'll be able to talk about it and go through it and be able to, uphold, because the devil is always working and ain't nobody perfect but God.
All right, I got you. You almost answered the question with the same word, and I was going to get you. Trust me. Love is, when someone gives you love. Well, what is love, brother? So you cleaned it up for me. So,
Hey, you got to get started in it,
all right. Romance. What is your definition of romance, and why is it important to you?
Romance. Wow. Now, romance is when you take someone and you actually know what they enjoy and you just enjoy it, at that time with them and have fun with it. And it's important because when you're romancing someone, you get everything that you want from that person and you're just having a good time.
All right, you're answering fine, but don't be generalizing talking about when you. I'm talking about you. So say I, when I do.
Hey, that's a personal.
Stop trying to switch up my questions, bruh. This is one thing I got to tell you. This is After Dark with Shawn Cornelius, not Larry Brown. Thank you. All
All
right,
right.
here we go. Since you had a great answer about romance, how romantic is Larry Brown on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh, Larry Brown's a 10 because Larry's gonna romance you, wholeheartedly, up and down. He's gonna give you your happiness and what you want, and make sure that you're enjoying yourself.
I didn't ask you why. I just asked you what was your number. See, now you're getting a little ahead of yourself. And did you hear him, guys? Like Larry Brown's a 10 because okay, you get it. You're getting it now. All right. All right, Larry. What are 3 things that attract you to a woman?
Oh wow! Three things that attract me to a woman is her personality, um, I guess her hair, and I don't get all that.
Did you say her hair?
Personality, her hair, and that's the way she carries herself, I guess.
Okay. So you mean natural hair or weave?
Natural.
It's gonna get both of us in trouble. See what happened when you hang around with your boys? Okay. All right. Cool. Give me 3 turn-offs. What are 3 things that turn you off about a woman?
One thing mainly that turns me off is a woman that's want to try uh, to me, dress that to reveal everything, like they don't really care about themselves. Um, Other, if you are with me and I'm showing you that you are important, but then you still feel like you want to talk about your past and feel putting yourself down. I don't like when you put yourself down. And then third is eh, um,
You get stuck on these third ones. I noticed.
I do.
When it comes to the third one, you go good with 1 and 2.
But third one, I guess I could say um, a turn off for me. The third one, a woman that can't cook.
Yeah, because you like to eat, bro. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, yes. I can vouch for that one, boy. Okay, cool. All right. That's good. All right. Let's go with this one because
Uh,
this is along the lines of all right. You have I'm gonna give you three things. I'm gonna give you respect, I'm gonna give you trust, and I'm gonna give you honesty. Respect, trust, and honesty. Those are three things that are essential to a relationship. For this show right now tonight, you have the opportunity to get rid of one of them and still have a successful relationship. Which one are you going to get rid of?
I'm gonna get rid of trust because I put all my trust in God. I don't put my trust in any person because God, when if the person respect me, hey, that's good, But the trust, I mean, I don't put my trust in a person.
But you have to in the teachings of God. He has put us here together. He has given
Mm-hmm.
us these things. You
Mm-hmm.
have to at some point, because if you didn't, you wouldn't be with anybody. And all right, make sure you say this really low because I know she's around. So you got to put some kind of trust in people, and we do it every day, even though you don't put your full trust because you really only have 100% trust in God. How do
Right.
you communicate about that?
How do you communicate about that?
Yeah. Yeah, because you know you trust. Listen, we trust every day. When you go sit down at McDonald's, if you're still eating McDonald's, you trust the person behind there to cooking your food. When you go to get your gas, you know what I'm saying. There's a certain amount of trust you have to have. So when you're in a relationship with somebody, you're opening up your heart, you're opening up your feelings. You have to trust them on some a limit or
But
level.
but but yeah, you do. I mean, you have some trust, in some level, like I said, with them. But your thoughts are not in the trust that for them. Your thoughts are them being honest with you about what they're doing and what's going on in life, around them and everything. Not the fact of you trying to trust what they said. Because you trust them. Like I said, you put your trust in God. That's my point. That
let
as
me tell
that.
you. Let me tell you why I'm laughing because look at the comment from D. She said he answered, "Leave him alone." And D, I done told you stop telling me what to do on my platform. And D went to school with us as well. She said,
Yeah.
I actually am just okay. I'm just beating you a little bit because but no, on the real though, honestly, that for someone who's listening who might
Mhm.
be out there, so I got to be the voice kind of for everybody. So there's going to
Yeah.
be people who are with you. There's going to be people who are going to be like, I don't know. And there's going to be people like, well, you know what? Maybe let me find out exactly where he's coming from. So you represent it. It's cool, brother. And I
Yeah.
know you down in North Carolina, so you can't put your hands on me. So I'm good.
You never say I did.
I'm good. All right. So you say that. All right. So here's another one. Here's a little fantasy for you. Let's play with this one. You're walking down the street, New Bern Avenue, and
Uh,
you kick a bottle, and out comes a genie. The genie is a low budget genie. He only has one wish for you. You get one wish, and it has to deal with love. What are you wishing for?
oh my God. Oh, one
I,
week.
I've grown up too, Larry.
um, can it all be in one?
Yeah, because you only get one. Stop asking me questions and answer the questions.
Well, golly.
I told you this wasn't going to be easy.
Yeah, that now was a tough one. It's got to deal with love. You could take that so many different ways.
Well,
Though.
take it. Listen, take it one way, please.
And I'm going since you were saying you dealing with sexual and women and men and all that.
No, I didn't say nothing about sexual. Stop
Yeah,
trying to act. This is a family friendly show. You was going good till you said that.
family friendly. Okay.
It's just got to involve love. That's all.
Okay. Actually, dealing with love. I would just say, um, give me the ability to show love and to be able to, love everybody, to be able the things that I can do, to help everybody in the world, to show love that way.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll let it go. All right. So, so what advice now? I'm definitely going to put you in the seat now. What advice would you give women about dating men today?
Well, yeah, you definitely put me in a seat on that because that's a strong situation with me. Uh,
Yeah.
to be truthful about it is, you know, um, and not all women are like this, and I'm just going to make that clear out there. Just the fact that if you got a man that's showing you and telling you that he loves you, um, and trying to be strong for you and helping you do what you want to do to up, better your life, show that man some love, in return. Don't just take all the love that you think you need because you're having it rough. But remember, he's having it rough too, especially if he's helping you raise your children. So don't let you know him just feel like he got to give you all the love and you're gonna throw the shit. Excuse my language. Excuse me, God. Well, back to him. That's it.
Okay, okay. I did tell you it was clean, and then you just went right ahead and just went crazy.
I'm
That,
telling you that. I
that was
tell you,
passion. That was
yeah,
passion.
that one hit the spot.
That was passion. Okay, so now let's go. Let's go to the other side of it. Please give the young men some advice about dating women today.
um, um, to the guys, show your woman a lot, the respect, especially if she's a good woman. If she's there for you, doing things for you, cooking for you, or helping you out with things that you want to do, make sure that when you going out, you showing her that you love her, hold her hand, open the car door for her, pull the chair out for her when you go to dinner and all that. Don't say that, that that because she with you that there's no other man. When you coming out that restaurant, you want to make sure that you go on her side of the car and open the door and make sure she's in there safe, and then you get in the car. Don't treat her like she's nothing. Treat her like a diamond.
Truth, truth. Very good. Very good. I was looking at some of the reactions on Facebook, and then some people started shooting up some of those emojis, like the surprise emoji. And I guess that's when you cursed. But if they understand and know they're spiritual, remember what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah. Remember, he turned some tables. So there's a moment, even then, where
Yeah.
even the most perfect can get a little bit. I'm saying we're nowhere near that.
Hey,
Nowhere near.
well, I would have to say, Sean, like I said, the question that you asked me, for if you understand, for the hurt and the pain that I've been through, during that time, especially the fact that when I had cancer and somebody just turned their back on me, and I mean, and I was really to the fact that it was so bad that I could have died, but God said no, son, I got more things, but I want you to do, so I'm going to keep you around. So I thank God for that for keeping me here. So yeah, that subject, of dealing with a woman, it really hit home. So
Listen, man, you're human, brother. You ain't got to explain nothing to nobody, especially me. You already know. But you just let me get you there. I try to tell you about this love seat. I try to warn you about it. Even the most composed individuals, you know, best-selling author of 2 books. He has his moments. All right,
yeah,
so beautiful. No problem. It's all good, man. And again, it's just people who are. We're having fun as well,
yeah.
and we're educating as well. And
Mhm.
Larry, if you could change one thing about love or romance or intimacy, is something we can't. So again, we're having fun with it within yourself, because again, we're not perfect. What would you change? What would you adjust?
What I would adjust within myself
Yes.
is the fact that I would try not to be too emotional within myself for other people. to the fact that sometimes if you're too emotional, you can't. If you're with someone and you're just trying to be a friend for them, if you're too emotional and trying to help all the time, you make them feel different than what it really is. So you have to try to back yourself off and let them know that you are just there as a friend to try to help them too, and not for as trying to be into anything else.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. I definitely want to make sure I throw up a lot of these comments because there are some really nice ones. There's some really good people out there who are, supporters, man, and they really, really come by and they enjoy. So this is one of the reasons why I'm so glad that I was blessed with this platform to uh, to have this. And it's cool. I mean, Larry is one of the untouchable brothers that I can sit here and have a conversation with. Quint was on the show, and we know how that one went. So it's all wonderful, man. All right. So in a few minutes, I'm gonna close this section out with a little game that I call favorite sevens, and you should be fine. I see you worried. I see the worry in your face, brother. I can read you. I can read you like your book. You know what I mean? So this is kind of cool. But nah, no worries. Um, let's do one more
Okay.
question.
All right.
All right. Give me the three things that you think. Here we go with threes again. Give me the three things that you think are essential of having a successful relationship. We already talked about love, and so you can't use those. You can't use love. You can't use respect. Can't use trust. Honestly, you can't use romance. Give me three other things that you
Oh my
feel.
goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, can you? Ooh. Oh, having fun. Um, you got to have fun
Okay.
I mean, don't you take out the fun, it just dies because you're not doing anything to keep you as a couple alive. Keep things active. Um, in every way, not just saying like you said the romance part, sexual part, and keep things active for as you all continue to go out and do things, go on trips together, going to the movies and stuff like that. Um, um, some people don't know. I mean, check your woman and check out what type of lifestyle is she like. See if she like to go to the park. Going out to the park, have a picnic. I mean, that's old school, but it's still there. In some people's eyes and mind. They like to go out to the park and sit down on a blanket and just eat some grapes and cheese and crackers and stuff like that. Oh, sorry, I'm talking about you.
Yeah. Here come food again. Here we go. Go ahead, brother.
But I mean, that's the thing. Keep it active, keep fun, and just be happy in it.
All right, cool. All right, that's that. I'll let you be easy on that one. I'm feeling like I turned the pressure up on you, so you gotta you
You
gotta
did.
relax, release for a second. So, all right. So here's what I'm gonna do. Let's get into this game. It's called Favorite Sevens, and because we have a little bit more time, I might throw a few different ones in there, some extra ones in there for you
Uh-uh.
before the end of the show. So, I'm just gonna call them out. You tell me your favorites. All right, here we go. Let's start off with one that you've been talking about a lot. Your favorite food.
Oh, it's chicken boy.
You hear the country come out of him, yo. You know that chicken boy. That's that deep sound. All right, fried chicken.
The
Baked.
fried chicken boy.
All right, chicken. Favorite song of all time.
Wow. I see that. I mean, well, I thought about that one a lot. Really, like I said, being on the spiritual side, you know, um, I sing in my head all the time that God has smiled on me. Um,
Hmm.
I love the different versions of that, and it always uplifts me. So that would be the one.
Okay. All right. Favorite all time movie.
My movie right now that have always loved that I keep going back is Fast and Furious. I'm sorry. I love those different action movies.
Nah, man, don't apologize. They got so many of them. And
Yeah,
I even started watch. I went to see what's the one with The Rock and Jason
uh,
Statham because that added on to it. That's a part of that franchise as well.
right. It
You know,
did.
so
I went and saw that. I can't remember the name because I was looking at it, get ready to watch it again on my HBO channel too.
right, yeah, no, it's cool. It's all right. All right, Larry. Favorite. I should know this one, so I think I know this one.
Uh-oh.
Favorite book you've ever read?
How you feel like you should know that one? I mean, look. Unfortunately, I'm one of those good writers and on books and everything that I don't do. I don't like doing a whole lot of reading. But the fact of it is that you know that the book for me is the Bible.
That's why I said I know. That's why I should know this. That was a rhetorical. That was really a rhetorical question
Yeah,
because if either you was going to say one of your books or the Bible,
that's right.
so I figured one of those was coming. Okay, favorite. Let me pattern this one for you specifically. Favorite teacher at Shaw.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, let's see if you can go back and grab your favorite teacher at Shaw.
You know what? Honestly, um, um, Lord have mercy.
And the nurse, you can say the nurse. You can say the nurse. She was kind of like a teacher. She was hot. So if you want to say the nurse, we'll let that
Well,
one slide.
she now, but I'm gonna have to. I will have to give a person that really helped me to stand out to let me know that I can't take it with me and brought me that got me out of my shadow a little bit. And to be honest with you, that's Bobby Sanders because that trip we made to Hilton Head Island and we had all that fun.
Yeah, yeah.
I was, as y'all know, getting me. I was driving a lot,
Yeah, you were. Yeah, you wouldn't let nobody drive your car. That's why. That's why you drove.
and,
Don't act
and,
like we weren't willing to drive. You wouldn't let nobody drive the car.
but I wasn't even gonna go. And Bobby said, "Look, you only live once. You can't take it with you. You need to go and enjoy yourself with your fellas." Now it's like, okay, and he kept inspiring me. Every time that I ran into him, he kept me afloat.
Yeah,
Keep me out of trouble.
Bobby Sanders was the baseball coach. He was
Yeah,
my first baseball. I played baseball at Shaw when I first got there. Bobby Coach Sanders was he's the dude. I think Coach Sanders is still there. To be
yeah,
honest with you. So
yeah.
okay, all right. Favorite vacation spot.
Oh, the beach, man. Going Myrtle Beach. I love the beach, man. Just I like to go out there and wave in the water and just actually lay out there and see the sunset and just look at the creation of what God does.
Okay. Favorite TV show of all time.
Good times. James was like, he was, he a strong black father, and
Yeah.
he kept his family right.
The Gospel according to James Evans. See,
That's right.
yes, sir. I watch Good Times every weekend. They got the marathon on TV One. I still watch it and know every daggone episode and every word. All right, this one is it's on the cusp, but it's one I ask everybody, and it's really easy and it's safe. Favorite time of the day for love making.
Morning.
You didn't have no hesitancy about that one. Like you should have been like, "Whoa, that's
Yeah.
personal."
Well, I like waking up, just get my day started, and that's one thing that could make the day go perfect on. Can't nobody upset you if you get that right in the morning.
Okay, in the famous words of my program director Denise, the Giorgio Cooney, calm yourself. All right, calm yourself. Pull it back, calm yourself. Perfect timing. A comedian always has perfect timing, Denise. Okay, cool. And with that, Larry Brown, author Larry C. Brown, my brother from Shaw University, and another. I love you, man. Thank you so much. You are off the Romantic Funny Man's love seat. Please do me a favor. Can you give the folks a final message of positivity in about 1 minute?
Well, my thing is, just tell everybody, don't ever let someone say that you can't do something because, with God behind you and God giving you the wisdom, you can do anything you want. Don't let the people of the world control you. You control yourself and let God be behind you so that you can be positive. Uh, don't sit back, because it's always something going on in life right now. And just just like I said, be positive, be happy, and don't let someone tell you how to be happy. Be happy for yourself and no one else.
Hey, man, I love you, brother. So I appreciate you being here, taking the time to be here with me, sitting down. This is one of the best shows. Honestly, we have a lot of great shows, and there's
Yeah,
nothing taken away from them. But this is one of the most fun that I've had sitting down with you, man, tonight.
I appreciate
And
it.
I appreciate, and nothing but continued blessings for
Same
you
to you.
in life. And you're welcome back here anytime, brother. You come back and hang out and have some chicken while we doing the interview and all that stuff, and have some candles and the book and all that good stuff. And I appreciate you, brother. So thank you. So, folks, yeah, our time is up. I want to thank everybody over there on YouTube Live. I want to thank everybody on my Facebook pages live. You guys are really, really special. Thanks a lot. And you know how we always do this thing. As I say in parting, please go with God in your heart. Have a peace of mind. Have a wonderful, wonderful tomorrow. And
Yeah,
please be safe. Be safe. We all know what's going on out there. If you're not going to be safe for yourself, be safe for me. Be safe for
yeah,
my brother Larry. Take care of
yeah,
yourselves. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Social distance until this thing is out of the way. All right.
yes.
So this is Lula May and Cornelius, his baby boy, Shawn Cornelius, saying good night. God bless you. And I'll catch you around the corner on the next episode of After Dark with Shawn Cornelius. Peace out, Larry. Take care of yourself. Sit
You
right
too.
there. Don't go nowhere.
All right, man.